Everyone, welcome back. I have a very special guest, Rosie Maddox, and we are here because you are a bomb director now for Wishing on Stars. How are you doing?
I'm doing great. Just came from my day job. I work from home. So came from that. Here I am.
Man, thank you for your time because it's like I know you're busy and you are a finalist for a rom-com, Wishing on the Stars. And can you tell everybody about your rom-com and what it's about?
Yeah. So Wishing on Stars, it's a sapphic rom-com coming of age story following Mare, who is a graduating high school senior. And she's kind of grappling with, an acceptance letter that she just got, that she got off the wait list for her dream school that's out of state. But like, she is also having these growing romantic feelings for her best friend, Jules, who's going to be staying in state. So
Yes.
it's about that. It's a bittersweet story.
Do you relate to anything or do you know anybody? Like, what's going on here?
Yeah, no, honestly wish it was more personal in
What
terms of the
inspired you?
plot, but it's just like character wise, yes, it's very, I feel like I see myself a lot in those characters, but story wise, I just wanted to have like a story that was about young love and especially like sapphic, women loving women love that wasn't tragic, because I feel like we see a lot of those like tragic queer stories. And I'm like, no,
Yeah.
let's have one with a little bit of joy. And while this is still bittersweet,
Yeah.
I know that in the future, it will be happy.
For
For
sure.
them.
And I want to ask you just to confirm, because I believe this is your first proof of concept. This is the first film that you've actually directed.
So it's not, it's definitely my best one, but it's not my first. It's probably like my seventh outside of school.
Wow. So like,
short
this is
film.
my first time actually seeing something that okay. Because I'm
Yeah.
like, you're already an award winner when it comes down to your screenplays. You're an excellent writer. When it comes down to your skill sets, and I just want to compliment you on the pacing, the color grading. Just there's so many elements that you did that were very professional. And I'm wondering, as far as when it comes down to just where did you learn all this stuff? Where did you learn everything?
Learn by doing, honestly, like is the best one that we've done because we've done so many others in the past.
Yes.
So I work like my brother Sean is my editor, so he and I have like really been able to come up with a point of view, a vision, and we've honed it in, especially with this one. We were really able to lean into what inspires us visually. So yeah, I think just learning by doing has been a big thing.
Love that. And I love the fact that you said that you work with your brother and working with family. And when it comes down to picking the people that you work with and casting, I love the fact that was the other thing I wanted to say to you. You did an excellent job with the casting, even with the family choices. Everything seemed so relatable. Did everyone know each other already beforehand? Or did you just like, that worked very well?
Yeah, I got lucky with my actresses and I guess singular actor. I got really lucky with them. So I actually knew Fabiola beforehand. We had worked on something else together. And, we were kind of finishing up that thing that we were working on together. And I was in the middle of writing the feature of Wishing on Stars. And I was like, hey, hey, Fabi, are you interested in this character? She kind of reminds me of you a little bit. Like, would you be interested in this? And, she was on board. I had worked with Rhea before. Rhea plays Chris, who's Mare's sister. And again, it's another one of those like, Rhea, you kind of remind me of this character.
Yes.
But Olivia, who plays Jules, and the parents, the extras, I had never worked with them before. But everyone just kind of related to their characters, which really helped. They were really able to find themselves in it.
Yeah.
And we worked for a few months just like to make sure that they really understood.
Man,
Yeah.
you executed very, very well. And I want to even say that speaks a lot about you whenever you're writing the script and for people to even say yes. And with you even saying that this is the best one that you've done thus far, what have you learned along this journey?
Yeah. Having intention, that's been a big thing. When I was first starting out, I would kind of take feedback from anyone and everyone and not really have like a clear point of view myself. And, if I was scared to make my opinion known, even though I was the one in charge. But with this one, I was like, okay, lighting choices. We need a little hit of light in that corner. Hey, can you do that? And I found that the crew really likes that. They like to have a sense of direction. And we like to create a safe space to where they can,
Yes.
give suggestions. But starting from a place really helps a lot.
Girl, I'm so proud of you. I just want to say I'm just so proud of you. Man, when it comes down to, because I know everything is not perfect. Whenever you're making a movie, for real, it's not perfect and there's craziness everywhere behind the scenes, etc. What were some of the crazy moments that were like low key, like, oh my gosh, what did I just sign up for?
Yeah. Sometimes there's issues with working with certain people, and sometimes you just have to separate from that, and do what's best for the production. Nothing horrible. There's not like a lot of tea with that.
Listen, I was here for all of it. Like, listen, Rosie, I'm here.
Like overall, this set was the most fun, the most loving, and making sure that everything is authentic and, we get what we want.
Yeah.
That's the big thing. So timing has,
Timing is great. Do you have,
Yeah.
like, when it comes down to timing and even with pacing, I'm going to ask about this because you did an excellent job when it comes down to pacing and everything was flowing. Do you have advice when it comes down to anybody that's listening and anyone that's watching about pacing?
Yeah. I mean, a big thing that I've learned is that it's okay to kill your darlings. So like,
Wait, what's that mean?
it means like to get rid of the things that aren't necessary, even if you love them. Yeah. Because sometimes, you throw a line in there because you think it's funny, but like, does it actually add anything? And actually working with Sean, who's, a really amazing editor, that his editing style has influenced my writing because he kind of shows me where he's cutting things out. So it's made me as a writer, like when I'm reading through drafts, just be like, is this really necessary? Or am I disrupting the flow of the story?
That's so interesting what you just said with Sean. And I'm curious, what moment did you have an aha moment with him whenever he was talking to you and you're in that post-production side? What stuck out to you the most with what he said to you?
Man, I mean, sometimes like, I'll have extra bit of dialogue in a scene, like at the beginning. And in writing, it makes sense.
Yeah.
But then when you see it visually, it just is adding time. And so it's just knowing where to cut things out. So, I mean, I can kind of give an example from the short.
Yeah.
In the very last scene with Mare and Jules, when they're saying their goodbyes, basically, in the writing, there is a bit that I had written where, they kind of make a joke and they're making light of it. And, I was like, it's to break the tension of it.
Yes.
But when we saw it in the edit, it just kind of didn't make sense with flowing into the next scene. So Sean was like, why don't we just cut it? And I was just like, it's painful.
Because you're like,
but okay, let's see.
Married to it. And it's just like I put in all the time and thought and energy. And then did you get a lot of feedback from people? Or do you work that way when it comes down, or are you just internal?
It's really like Sean and I mostly. And it works that way because we are so different. And our styles are very different. Our tastes are very different. So we're able to just kind of balance each other out.
Man,
Yeah.
that's really beautiful. Because I know, like, even with my brother, he's on the music side of the creation. And so sometimes we may not fit. Our mindsets are a little different. So working with a sibling, I'm just like, oh, how was that? But that's really good that you guys are able to like bounce ideas off of each other. And so, like, you want to make this a feature?
We're actually in the process of doing that.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm excited. I'm really excited.
Yeah.
And so, like, when it comes down to rom-coms, are you wanting to make more rom-coms? Like, what's going on? What's next for you? I'm just so curious.
Yeah. So besides the Wishing on Stars feature, I've just like found that I love writing rom-coms. So, I've got another feature rom-com written, Detours in Destiny. And then, just like, I just love this space, and there's not a lot of people that are telling sapphic rom-coms. And like, I want more sapphic joy. So why not keep writing rom-coms. They make me happy. So
I will definitely say again, you did an excellent job. And it's weird because I want to ask you for like tips and advice, but how do you maintain keeping the production quality high with a low budget?
yeah, I mean, it's really just being creative and problem solving. I think that's where kind of my STEM and engineering background comes into play.
Yeah, because you electrical engineering.
Electrical engineering, yeah.
How did you even make that switch? I'm just so curious. Like, how the heck did you make that switch?
You know, after I graduated college, I was so burnt out of electrical engineering. And I was like, well, maybe if I go to community college, I can take some film classes. Cause I had done some like family videos where I had a little camcorder and was editing to music. So that's like kind of how I got more into, narrative filmmaking. And then, yeah, I worked corporate film for a little bit. And then
what did you do in corporate film?
I was on a film team, like a technical training team. So it was a lot of training videos.
Yeah. That's why you're so good.
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
And then like I got burnt out of that. And so I was like, well, let me just go back to my roots of data. And that's where I am now. And I really like to have the two things. I'm also a Gemini, so
Okay.
two sides of the yeah.
Man. So Rosie, I just want to say for any filmmaker that's watching you now, because I know I always ask these questions, but I'm really asking you, what advice would you give to somebody that's brand new into this space where they write a lot of screenplays and they do want to make that transition into being a director like you? Because you are very inspiring.
I mean, you just kind of have to go do it. That's like
People
the best thing.
We don't want to do it.
Yeah. I mean, it's terrifying. It's so terrifying. But find people that are like-minded to you and want to do the same thing. Because you don't necessarily have to have a budget when you do that. And then, some of my closest friends are also some of the most talented crew mates that I know, and, actors as well. So, just find your community. That's like a big thing. And I think, working on other people's sets first too. If you're too afraid to take the jump with your own, work on someone else's set. That will inspire you. And then you can finally be like, okay, I'm going to do it.
I love that.
Yeah.
Do you have any dream people that you would want to work with? I'm just so curious.
I mean, I'll be honest, working with Fabiola and Olivia has been a dream. So I love them, and I love their talent. They're just two of the most authentic actors that I've ever worked with.
They had great chemistry.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Very natural. It was Forrest. Very natural. Yes.
Yeah.
And it reflected on camera beautifully.
Yeah. I know a big thing that I always look for in actors is how they're acting off dialogue. Because you'll kind of find when you watch enough audition tapes that people are just acting their lines.
Yeah.
So then it's well, you're not really feeling it. You're not being the character. And those two are so much is communicated in their eyes. I'm just
Yes.
okay, you girls. Another level.
Well, I'm gonna need you to chill right now, but keep going. Rosie, when it comes down to your legacy and the impact that you want to make, what do you want your legacy to be?
Oh man. I just hope people can see themselves in my stories. Cause ultimately, yes, I do direct, but my love is writing and character building. So I really hope that people can just find somebody to relate to, because I think that's been a hard thing for me in other media. I don't necessarily see people I relate to all the time. So just for the weirdos out there, the introverts,
You're not weird to me. You're not weird at all.
But yeah, that's the main thing. I want people to see themselves and to feel seen.
I think that you killed it. And I'm not the
Thank
only
you.
one. So I don't want you to stop. I want you to keep going. Just know that you have a cheerleader that's right here. And you have my support.
Thank you. Very much appreciated.
Thank you so much. And by the way, I am seeing you at the festival, because otherwise we're going to play.
Well, so
Well,
Because it's on November 1st, right?
yeah, I'm gonna
So
cry.
that's actually our first day of filming.
Gosh, okay,
Yeah.
you have a pass. You have a pass.
Yeah. Yeah. I wouldn't miss it otherwise. I wouldn't miss it otherwise.
Okay, you have a pass, girl. You have a pass. Otherwise, I'm gonna fight you through this screen. But everyone, Rosie, she's a living legend. Like I already know. I listen. Okay, when just so you know, when it comes down to people that I know that are gonna be successful, your persistence, you are diligent, and you keep doing, and then just the way that you follow up, you take initiative. That's one thing I will say that I respect about you so much. You take so much initiative, and that's what's most important.
Yeah.
And everyone, Rosie Maddox, rom-com finalist, wishing on the stars. Make sure you come to Houston Comedy Film Festival and you watch this film, and maybe you can learn a thing or two. Bye, guys. Oh, wait. Actually, wait a second. Let me shut up. Rosie, if anybody wants to stay connected with you, how can they stay connected with you?
Yeah, Instagram's a great way if they want to follow the film. We're at Wishing on Stars Film. My brother and I also have a production company. It's called Dramatox Pictures, like drama and Maddox.
Play on
And then, yeah, and then my personal is Rosepetal818. But yeah, like those are probably the most accessible ways to get to us. We also, my email is what you can email.
Yes. Don't worry, girl. I'm gonna link it. I'm gonna put all up anywhere. I got you. Girl, thank you, Rosie.